Many of us, I know many of your listeners are managers, leaders, team, leaders, etc. And so often we think our job is to tell people what to do. Well, guess what? Over on the left, put the words you have to or you need to. You need to get this back to before end of business today is you need to talk with Bob. He's in charge of that. Well, you need to show your paperwork before we can move. Those words are orders and commands. And do you know anyone who likes to be ordered around? Look what happens when we put if you could or would you please over on the right. It's courteous instead of a command. People cooperate because they want to instead of they're being ordered to. And a quick example of this, I did some training for Kaiser. And I went in a couple years after we'd done our training. And the receptionist saw me walk in and no one was in the lobby. She beckoned me over. The words to lose, words to use reminder card was still taped on her reception desk. And she said, in particular, she said, Sam, I'm the first point of contact. So I'm the one who tells everybody you need to take this to section G. Well, you need to ask your doctor that. Well, you need to get your lab work done first. And then, well, you need to. And she said, I'm really friendly. And I could never understand why people were so rude to me when I was so nice to them. And then I realized I was ordering them around from the moment they walked in. And I've shifted that. It's like, if you would please get your lab work done and then take the results. If you'll bring that up with your doctor, look, the difference between a courtesy and a command.
Gosh, you're right. Nobody wants to be told what they have to do right now. And it does end up creating this defensiveness, in humans. Like you're all of a sudden when you hear that you have to, especially with the tone that typically comes with that. Well, have you gotten your lab results in? You have to get that first and then you have to bring it to the doctor. And immediately, a wall goes up like, don't speak to me like that. And why are you talking to me like that?
And I'll always remember there was a surgeon who stood up in the session and he said, come on, in the middle of an operation, I'm not going to say, would you please pass the scalpel? He said, I've just realized though that ordering has become such a habit. I use it at home and I realize why the affection has gone out of my marriage. Well, you need to get gas in the car before you come home. You need to take the dog to the vet this weekend. You need to call your mom and let her know we can't come this weekend. He says, I've been ordering my wife around. No wonder there's a resentment growing in our marriage.